Alright, y'all. It's my boy Dejon Taylor. What's your Instagram?
What up? Underscore King Cuts underscore.
Go check him out, man. I actually went to high school with this dude, played basketball in high school at Robert E. Lee here in San Antonio, Texas. Now we're cutting aside each other, man.
Check it out.
Hey, too dope, too dope. Got my boy Eric over here. I put his Instagram on there as well.
What's up? How's it going, man? Pleasure to have you down here, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Your roots Spurs fan or what?
This the man that put me on the Clippers, man. I ain't gonna lie. He put the Clippers in my hand and said, do some work. He gave me a pair of wall seniors and some Andis trimmers. And I was like, what do you want me to do with this? He's like, go find some guinea pigs and start chopping it up, start practicing. A month, I went and got my my license. No, I'm sorry. I went to barber school, started getting my license in 9 months. I got my license, moved to Tampa, Florida. And it's been 6 years. And now I'm cutting next to Eric. He's the one that put me on the Clipper game and put me in the barber industry. I used to be a hip hop dancer for his shows at barber battles. And now we cutting hair. All right, so let's jump right into it. Right here, I'm using my Andis Slimline Pro LIs. And guys, this first initial guideline looks crazy. You have to start from the bottom of the edge, right on the side of the head, and go all the way across to the other side. And you can tell right here, I'm starting to make a new line because I was a little too far down. It's like literally almost close in of the top of the middle of the head for the first guideline. Because this is a south side face, so the front is just going to be dark and everything behind that is all bald. And you don't really see too much of these fades. This is kind of like a Texas thing, and me being in San Antonio, Texas for this past week on vacation, you know, why not? You know, I had the opportunity to do it with my boy Dejon Taylor. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. He's an up and coming barber. Alright, so after that first guideline, I'm using my Wall Magic cordless clippers and I have the lever open. We're gonna attack this just like any other haircut, any kind of system. But notice how I'm cutting backwards now, just because the hair is going forward. And I've never done this type of haircut before, so I really don't know how to attack it. I'm just, you know, going with the flow, going with what I think is gonna be best for the end result. So this is my second guideline, the lever all the way open. And I'm keeping the shape of the first guideline all the way through. He had already had a haircut like 2 days before this, as you could tell in the beginning. He had like kind of a nice bald fade, but I wanted to do a south side fade tutorial for y'all, and you know, he was more than happy to do that for him. Let me do it on him as well. So after the lever being open, I'm gonna put it in the middle and then close it. Notice how I'm taking that guideline out, that half guideline out, and still cutting backwards. I didn't know where to put the first guideline at, y'all. Like I said, it's my first time ever doing this type of haircut, so bear with me. I'm just taking that half guideline out. And like I said, guys, he just had a haircut recently, so his edge is pretty on point. I barely tapped it with the trimmers, and then I applied some hair fibers at the end because you could see he's kind of light on the edge area in the corner on both sides. So we put a little bit of hair fibers, some Topics in there, and it made it pop. But so I didn't record the lineup because he had already had it there. I just basically applied hair fibers and then tapped it with my trimmer. That was it. But mainly this is just the south side fade tutorial on how to do it. You see on this corner too, he's light as well. So I just applied hair fibers and it made a whole haircut just pop. But I just want to give the time to thank anyone and everyone who came out and saw me at TDK Boutique here at San Antonio, Texas. I was there for a week and I cut hair in the shop for 2 days, and TDK Boutique and Ingram Park Mall was more than happy to let me cut in their shop, and the hospitality was great. I also picked up some of their gear too, so make sure to check them out, y'all. I shouted them out a lot on my social media, on Instagram, Snapchat, and then also in the beginning of this tutorial was their store at the Ingram Park location. So make sure y'all check them out. Their clothing line is called Too Dope. Got some dope ass clothing and apparel and hats and stuff. Picked up some hats and a shirt. Alright, so now I have the number 1 guard on, lever all the way open. And then again, we're going to put it in the middle and then close it and kind of work our way down still. We're attacking this blend just like any other haircut. It's just a little awkward because of the guidelines, how high the fade is, but this is a haircut you see a lot in Texas. This is where it was originated, in Texas. I believe it was originated in Houston, if I'm not mistaken. I know they got some barbers doing it in Laredo. Still, it's Texas, y'all. So this is a Texas style haircut. But I had a good time, meeting some of my subscribers, putting faces to the names. That's what I love, man. All right, so now I have I went from the 1 guard to the 1.5 guard, and now I'm on the 2 guard, and he's leaving the front dark, right? He's leaving the length that he has on top dark. I'm not gonna really touch too much in the front, but we're just kind of just blending it in. That way, everything just looks fluent. Alright, so now this is the half guard. Again, lever all the way open, and I'm fading backwards towards me because the hair grows forward. So I'm cutting against the grain. And then I'm gonna come back with my 1 guard and try to blend everything in going with the grain. So now this is no guard, lever all the way open, just using mostly the corners to blend that line out from the half guard that it left, like a shadow. So right here I have the 1 guard on, and I'm just going with the grain, just kind of giving it a little more blend. I had fun doing this haircut though. It was definitely challenging. Something I never tried before, but it's all about thinking outside of the box, getting outside of your comfort zone, and just doing it. He told me straight up, if you would have messed up, bro, you could just shave my head. I didn't want to. I didn't go in with the mindset that, oh, well, I'll just shave his head if it don't come out good. Nah, I really wanted to, do this haircut right and, do a good job at it. So I think I did decent for the first time. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. If y'all seen any videos out there on YouTube with the Southside fade, comment below, share the link, and I'll check it out. Maybe I'll do it again, but for me doing it this first time, I think it came out pretty clean. And I had him kind of like lean forward so I can see from like a top view. That way I can see everything is even. Yeah, my man right here, he's that dude. I just made a face on camera, so I slowed it down for him. That was his highlight reel. As you can tell, his beard's already lined up too, so I didn't even touch that either. I basically just did the Southside fade and the hair fibers, and then after I applied the hair fibers, I just tapped it with the trimmer just to sharpen it up. That was it, y'all. So don't expect a full out edge, razor work. This is just basically the fade, how to do the fade, and then showing the end result. But like I said, y'all attack it as if it was any other haircut. It's just a different way of fading. But I figured it out. I figured it out. All right, this is the finished product. Also applied with hair fibers in the front area. This is a Southside fade. This is a Texas swag haircut. Tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Ooh, that boy looking fresh though.